Picking up the stream from where we left off last time. Let me just make a tweet that I'm live real quick. Okay, now that that's all taken care of, we can pick up where we left off. Let me see, what were my plans again? I was going to do the rest of Blighttown. Yeah, definitely gonna do that. There's quite a bit down there for me to do still, so that should tide me over for a little while. And then I'm eventually planning on going to Sen's Fortress a little bit later, which is the next point in the story. And I plan on ending in Anor Londo tonight, which I think is quite doable. So, just give me a second to get everything set up, and then I'm ready to start. Okay, let's go down to Blighttown first. That seems like a pretty good place to start. Oh yeah, heads up, if the stream for whatever reason goes down, there's a really big storm happening in my area, so if that happens, you'll know why. Here's hoping it doesn't though. It doesn't seem like any of my power is going out or my internet's having any issues, so it should be fine. Yeah, it didn't take me too terribly long to recover from that big loss that I had in Blighttown last stream, I realize. I'm up to the point where I have the same amount of humanity and everything, so all is well. Okay, we're gonna make our way back down to Blighttown. Most of what we're gonna be doing is in the little swamp area, so be prepared to see me get poisoned a whole lot. It's gonna be about as annoying as that sounds. Because believe me, getting poisoned in this game is very, very obnoxious. Valley of Drakes. It's just a shortcut. That area is actually... Valley of Drakes always seemed so cool, but it's literally like 5 enemies. There's like nobody in the Valley of Drakes. It's such a pointless area, the more I think about it. Damn, I mistimed that. Seemed cool, but it's Drake. Gotcha. Yeah, Drake is pretty much lame no matter what, so. Now then, these guys used to be a problem, but now that I have this sword all upgraded, I'm just gonna be slicing through them like crazy. Oh, I got a bunch of drops back here. By the way, these might be another candidate for the most disgusting enemy in the game, because whenever you kill them, they almost always drop these dung pies, which I think, if I read an item description, I'm pretty sure it says that they throw them, which it sounds about right. And you're able to throw them as an item, and sometimes people even use them in PvP just to piss people off, because they inflict poison on people. So we're back to hell again, basically. You have no idea how glad I am that we're not playing this on the original version, because this place with frame drops is infinitely worse than it probably already seemed. And already we have the mosquitoes just on us immediately. It's so annoying because they'll get just out of your range, and then they'll come back again a little bit later. There we go. I have to get just the right hitbox to hit them, too. Oh, no. Yeah, that Sprite commercial is still probably the thing I remember Drake for the most. Which is odd, considering how much his career has gone on since that point, but that's just the most iconic point in his career for me, oddly enough. I swear, that commercial is like the funniest shit ever, too. Because all the jokes about that people make about Drake, about him being like synthetic and like really like poppy, it's just completely vindicated by that commercial of him being a literal fucking robot for a brand. I think it's hilarious. His face deforms, but he still blinks. Yeah, they didn't do that CGI too hot. It looks really, really janky and not very well executed. Okay, time for my health to decay away as I do literally anything in this area, just because I'm going to be constantly poisoned. Get used to hearing this little noise a lot, this little hissing sound. It's gonna be very frequent. And because this game hates people, I'm just gonna be moving really slow throughout all this swampy water. And there are mosquitoes. Wait. I don't remember this part of that commercial. His armpits become speakers? What the fuck? I don't remember being that weird. I didn't realize it was real like that. That's fucking hilarious. See, at this point you could honestly tell me anything about that commercial and I probably believe you. Armpits becoming speakers aren't even that far-fetched for how ridiculous that commercial was. Then we got these leeches right here. Shit. Normally these things are really passive. That was the most aggressive one I think I've fought the entire time I've ever played this game. Let's see, I think there are a few more items around the corner over here, and a bunch of those leeches. The good thing about fighting them is that while they're really ugly and gross looking, they give good drops, especially for this point in the game, because they have the upgrade material that I need to make my sword even better. Hopefully I get lucky. I have the 10 humanity, so my drop rate should be pretty high. I'm only really gonna run through this area once. It's worth farming these guys because their drops are very useful, but I'm not gonna bore you guys by walking through this slow-ass swamp water and fighting leeches over and over again. Only gonna do it once, just for the sake of completion. Oh no, I forgot they had that poison attack. Drinking Sprite is probably the... Yeah, no, like, having any sort of, like, beverage... Well, unless it's, like, water way before you record, but yeah, having, like, carbonation in your system sounds awful for your vocal delivery. It would interfere with things more than it would help in almost any context. Okay, I am losing health at a pretty bad rate. Let me heal up a bit. Oh wow, my poison actually wore off naturally. That usually takes a long ass time. Which I guess if I think about it, it kind of was. Oh god, these guys are doing way more damage than I thought they would be. Yeah, poisoned. That's so unnecessary for them to even show the alert at this point in the game, because just you should accept being poisoned is just a state of being. Camp Lazlo leeches. Holy shit, I like barely remember that show, but you just saying that sentence brought back memories. That's like memories I didn't know I had. Or I didn't know I don't even know if I want those memories still, but that show was weird. Hey, I finally got a drop. These guys are a little bit stingy with drops, I guess, but they drop good shit, so it's worth it usually. Okay, we got the last couple over here. Come on. Let me get lucky. Holy shit, that one went flying. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it clipped onto the mountain over there. No drop though. I'm not seeing any glowing light. Now then, I'm going to show you one of the meanest, weirdest things in this fucking game up here. Up this tree, if you go up here, you'll find a little cave at the base of this tree. Let me heal my poison real quick. You'll find a little cave. You see, there's just a guy here. He has a little item you can pick up. Now, a mechanic in this game is that there are invisible walls, almost at random, that you can break through by either hitting or rolling through them, and they reveal little secret areas. So this one has one right here. You roll through it, and then bam, you get a secret area with a little chest. Now then, most people would probably think that this is where it ends. Like, oh, this is the secret, I already found it. But these assholes, they decided to put another one behind this chest, and then there's a huge-ass zone behind it. It's just completely... It's so easy to miss. It's hilarious that they did that. I have zero clue why. I guess what makes this area a little bit more rewarding to find, but there's not like anything super important here either. So there's like a handful of good items here, but none of them are too crazy good. I don't know if I want to do this area just yet. I kind of just wanted to get the bonfire, but... Yeah, this whole like tree area, basically it goes all the way down, and then there's like a beach at the base of it you can do that has a bunch of white dragons in it. But that's a little bit out of my like level range at the moment, so I'm gonna save that for a bit. Are you spamming PogChamps in my fucking chat? How dare you? How did I find out about it? I researched this game like an inhuman amount. Like whenever I was first getting into this game, like around the time where I beat it, I just looked up like everything I could about the game. I don't know. I get that way whenever I'm into anything. I try to get as much knowledge about it as I can. Oh yeah, since I triggered that bonfire, these leeches are gonna respawn, which isn't horrible because I kinda want what they're dropping. Come on, get over here. Not like that. No, don't get over here like that. Nah, that's not how we're doing things. Oh, you put a kappa? You're a real piece of shit, aren't you? Okay, we're gonna fight a bunch more of these appetizer-looking motherfuckers up here. Yeah, there are a billion of them. I'm surprised that didn't... Oh, that didn't immediately kill. I'm surprised. That one was just kind of glitching into the terrain a little bit. I probably should have stocked up on a few more of those poison healing items, because just being consistently poisoned is very annoying, but... I knew what I was signing up for getting into Blighttown, so it could be worse. Now then, there's a few more things over here I can grab, and there were a couple items I noticed that I had missed towards the top of Blighttown, so I'm gonna get them probably through the... I don't really need to get them through the other side. I can go back up. Appetizer? Yeah, no, I went on a rant, like, it was after you left last stream, but I went on a rant about how these things look like the appetizer from SpongeBob. I'm not gonna recap it because I don't want anybody to, like, see the overlap in the VODs, but they look like the thing that fucking Mr. Krabs made that has, like, like fly wings on it and everything. These things are fucking hideous, by the way. Now then, I hope I don't get in the range of these boulder guys, because they will just toss boulders at you, as you would expect. So specific. Look, I mean, look at this thing. How? What other conclusion would I come to? Fucking mosquitoes. I swear to God. Okay, we're good. Now, the hardest part about dealing with these guys is not fighting them individually, but it's fighting them all in one group. So, what I'm hoping is that I can somehow lure, like, one or two of them over here instead of having to fight all three at once, because dealing with multiples of them just absolutely sucks. Thankfully, these little like spires, or roots rather, coming out of this nest give me a lot of terrain to hide behind, so they can't really throw their boulders at me as effectively. Okay, so I got 2 of them. That's not too bad. Oh my God, the targeting. It's so bad. Why? Okay. Okay, this one's trying to, like, flank me from this side. I think I have a pretty decent wall between me and the other one with all these, like, terrain, with all this terrain for it to get stuck on. Yeah, if you can bait them into slamming down the rock like that. They try to slam it down and then do, like, a rolling attack at you, but if you can bait them into slamming it down, then you can get an easy backstab on it. Damn it. Okay. This one just kind of decided to ignore me. It was like in the middle of fighting me, but then it went back to its position, like it forgot that I existed. But nope, I'm still here. And now that I'm only fighting one of them, this gets exponentially easier. What are you doing? The routes that these things take are amazing. It's incredible. Okay, so that's 2 of them down. We got 1 more. If I can lure this one up the little mountain so I don't have to worry about getting poisoned, this will be especially easy. If I have anything to throw at it, maybe I do. Do I have a throwing knife? I still got 3. Get over here. Yeah, that's what half the backstab animations in this game are. You're literally just stabbing these disgusting creatures in their assholes. So, the fact that my sword is still as shiny as it is beyond my understanding, but... what can I say? If an enemy is annoying you, it's a very satisfying way to kill it, so... Now then, there are more of these boulder fucking assholes over here. Now these are in a much worse position than the last guys I was fighting. Let me see. Hopefully I can lure one out as opposed to having to deal with multiples. Because these guys are mad annoying from the position they're in. Especially because there isn't really a good place to lure them out. So I kind of have to fight them in this, like, swamp water. Okay, we got 1. This is actually kind of doable. Okay, so if I approach from that side, I actually don't aggro the other one, so that's very, very nice. Dealing with these guys with their back to the wall is a little bit harder, though. They're going to do that roll attack, but there we go. Thankfully, they're easy enough to dodge. Okay, I'm just going to try to bait them onto land again, so I'm not slowed down. Because if I'm slowed down, my ability to actually weave out of its range is a lot more impeded. Alright. Now I should be able to handle the other one with no problem. Yeah, this guy's easy. Get over here, please. pick up this item. Unfortunately, I don't think you can parry these guys. It would be hilarious if you could, like, parry a boulder. Also, I don't know where the hell he got that other boulder from. It just spawns out of nowhere. He just plucks them out of some sort of, like, pocket dimension. I don't know what the fuck this thing is doing. Yeah, the enemies of Blighttown manage to be annoying in a myriad of ways. It's insane, the amount of variance and the annoyance in this level. Thankfully, I'm picking up a lot of soul items, so now that I have a bunch of those, I should probably be able to get a level or two in, or at least some upgrades. Let me see what I can do here. Not quite enough for a level, but if I pop a few of these, I should be fine. I'm debating, I think I'm gonna start leveling up my faith. That's my stat that kind of governs my healing spells, but if I get it high enough, I'll eventually be able to get the ability to throw lightning, which is very fun. It's not the greatest in terms of like casting magic in this game. Pyromancy and sorcery are still better, but having lightning shit at your disposal is very fun. That's kind of what I'm building towards, is that type of magic. Granted, I'm focusing more on my melee stuff at first because melee is kind of the fundamental part of this game. You can't really do like pure casting. It doesn't really work. Unless you're doing like straight up sorcery, in which case it kind of works, but it's not the greatest way to play the game in my opinion. Oh no. Oh my god, that one just came out of nowhere. This is hell. Let me heal, please. Okay, so my goal is to get all the way back to the top of this area, which was absolutely running my shit last time I did it, so hopefully things go smoothly. We'll see. Hopefully my poison wears off in a reasonable time. Nope. Nope. Okay, that didn't do as much as I thought it would. That's fortunate. Shit. I love how these things get stuck in the floor and can still attack me. Oh my god, stop it. Get the fuck off me. Please. Okay, thank you. Actually, there was only one fucking this. Okay, you need to get the hell off. It's actually probably not worth it to go all the way up because there was only one thing I missed, and it's like a set of armor. And I don't think going through that same area again is really worth it in terms of like visuals. That's something that I would totally have done on like a solo playthrough where I don't have to worry about people being entertained. But I realized that's just some boring shit to watch, so I'm not gonna do it. But so my next plan is probably to. Oh yeah, there's a way that you can go back to the into the little tutorial area that you start in and fight like harder enemies in that zone. So I'm gonna do that actually. That's a pretty fun way to take it. Okay, so that basically clears out Blighttown, with the exception of one set of armor that I missed that's a little bit further up. It's not even one that I would use, so I just realized that going up there is even more pointless than I thought. But yeah, I should just be able to go back to the tutorial area, fight the little boss that's there, get a few souls racked up, and then I should be able to upgrade my weapons some more as well. Okay, if you caught the end of my stream last time, this elevator killed me twice in a row. Just because of how much it doesn't work. So I'm glad that actually went well that time, because I actually have a lot of shit on me, unlike last time. Okay, and this mostly concludes Blighttown. Thank the Lord, because believe me, this area is not a whole lot of fun. Okay, just gotta fight my way out the same way I came in. Oh no, that was a really bad place to be, having my vision cut off like that. I could have totally got hit by something dumb. Is there a single person that likes that area? I mean, I probably like it a little bit better than the people on average, because there's some cool stuff you can get in there. And usually at that point, that's kind of whenever my build starts like actually taking its form. So, I don't know. I don't really hate it. I just think it's a very flawed area, and most people would agree with that. It's usually considered like a low point in the game, in a very literal sense, because it's one of the lower areas of like elevation you actually get to, but definitely one of the more obnoxious areas, and it's kind of part of the game's reputation, I suppose. Sorry from the bottom note here. Is this gonna be Drake references the stream? Because I don't know enough about Drake to keep that going for very long. I know the Sprite commercial. I know his like 1 or 2 songs that were popular in like the early 2010s. That's about it. I don't know shit about Drake outside of that. All I know is that his voice puts me to sleep like NyQuil. Now here in the valley. Sounds like you're talking about Cali. See, the way you're setting that up, that reminds me of like those shitty video game parody songs that were like all the buzz in like 2012. Like I feel like that totally could have been a thing, a Drake song Dark Souls parody. It would have been horrible, but it totally could have been a thing. All right, back to the old familiar area that I go to a bunch, mainly because I need upgrades, but I'm tempted to try my luck for that sword one more fucking time. I've been too lazy to just do it off stream and farm for it, but I want to do one run of this area just for the hell of it, because I want that sword so badly. Forever Dark Souls Edition, in parentheses, not clickbait. Actually, wait, clickbait wasn't even a term back whenever those things were relevant, so never mind. But I don't know. I feel like the video game song parodies spiritually evolved into clickbait. It's like the same type of people making it, you know? Wait, was that... It started from the bottom, definitely wasn't called Forever. Forever is the song from the Sprite commercial, right? Or am I just crazy? Oh, okay, yeah, it is the Sprite commercial song. The only reason I remember that song so vividly is because I fucking passed out to it in gym class in like middle school. I don't know. I feel like that song was like mad popular that year. It had to have been, because I heard it all the time. Eminem talks about nuts. Is there, okay, anything new happen? Because that's like all he talks about. It's like every other line from Eminem is some line about like a period or a nutsack or a penis or something. That's like all he does. Oh, but like macadamian. Oh, okay. Does he make a clever little pun about how we think he's talking about testicles, but he's actually talking about nuts? Because it's a very Eminem thing to do too, to be honest. What the fuck was that stab animation? I was like behind him and stabbing him. Wow, I got absolutely 0 drops there, despite having one of the highest drop rates in the game. That's very annoying. Whatever, though. I racked up some souls, so I think that pushed me over the edge to get another level. So that was worth it, at least. Alright, so after I'm done upgrading some stuff, I'm gonna head back to the tutorial area and fight the boss that's there. It's literally just the same guy, but it's like slightly harder, so very weird boss fight, to be honest. You know, I think I should buy these. All those they let me do all the blacksmith stuff, but at any bonfire, so I don't have to go all the way back here whenever I need to upgrade something. I should have got those a long time ago, to be honest, but I kind of forgot. He does not talk about genitalia in the track. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Okay, that's like actually, those like actually aren't bad lines. They're still a little bit corny, but at least he's not talking about testicles. That's all I can ask, really. Still nothing. Got angry with how the vocals were mixed. You know, the things that Eminem gets angry about are very weird. His conflicts are always strange, I feel. Okay, so getting to this area is also kind of weird because you have to get off this elevator early and get up to this little area. Then you have to roll onto this pillar right here, which is already like obscure and very, very odd. I don't think many people are gonna think to do this. I did this a little bit earlier, but there's a key that you have to get that's up here. Yeah, you have to get that key in order to actually get into the asylum again. And then what you have to do after you've gotten that key is you have to come back up here again, might I add. And then you have to get into this bird nest, curl up like an egg, and wait like 10 seconds to get carried away again. So, if you thought the invisible wall thing that I showed you earlier was like weird and nobody's gonna get it their first playthrough, I don't know how the hell people were intended to be finding this. Rolling like it's Smash 4. Yeah, back whenever rolling was good. I'm glad that it isn't anymore. Yeah, this is such a weird point in the game. I love how this is shot because it just zooms in on you curled up like a dumbass. I don't know why they shot it like that, but it's so funny. Some things in this game I feel like are just silly for some reason, despite the tone of this game being very, you know, as the name would imply, kind of dark. But there's just like weird shit like that every once in a while. Oh no, that was a really bad attack. Now then, these guys, despite being like the early game bitch enemies, they can still do a lot to you if they get hits on. And those torches they're holding are very annoying. Okay, so now to get to this boss, I have to stand in the middle of this, and then the floor crumbles, and then I have to go down and fight it. I'm gonna do some of the extra stuff that's in this area now before I do that. So let me fight some things. The Black Knight little mini bosses that I was fighting earlier have kind of like taken over this area since I left, which I think is cool. So if I can get some parries on these guys, I'm pretty much set. Yeah, see, the tone shift is very, very drastic. You see Undead Asylum and then pretending to curl up like an egg so a bird picks you up. You wouldn't expect those two concepts to be from the same game. Low blows from the front. Yeah. There's a lot of stabbing around that kind of region in this game. If you parry, you get to stab him in the cock. If you backstab, you get to stab him in the asshole. It's very, very weird. Oh no. Yeah, this guy kind of sucks. It's funny because this is the guy who helps you out and like lets you loose from your cell in the first place, and then he gives you your healing item. But whenever you come back here, he's all like zombified and crazy, so you have to kill him, which is kind of fucked up. And also, this like ball that falls down and tricks you out the first time you do the game, it respawns whenever you come to this area. So this area is kind of meant to fuck with you a little bit. Oh no, I'm really bad at that parry timing because there's so much wind up before he does it. And since I have that key, I'm able to get an extra little item that's over here. Oh no. Wow. Ooh. I doubt this is anything useful. Just upgrade materials. It's not bad. Now then, I realized I probably should have got this ring earlier, because what this ring does is it allows you to move faster whenever you're like in water. So, it would have let me actually move at normal speed through the swamp. I probably should have done this first, but it's whatever at this point. You can do a lot of things in this game out of order. Like that entire Blighttown area, I could have just done that the first thing in the game, and then did all the other stuff I did in the beginning way later. You can sequence break this game very hard, at least with the Master Key. Okay, so I got one more Black Knight to deal with. Hopefully he drops something cool. I've been getting unlucky with my Black Knight drops this playthrough. Unfortunately, these guys don't respawn either. Otherwise, it would actually be worth it to like farm them and fight them over and over again, because they give a lot of souls and they have cool drops. Anything? Nah, just the same Titanite chunks I've been getting. Now, this doll is a very weird item. It's in the same exact place that you started the game in, but its function is super weird. It acts kind of like as a key to an area that's a little bit later in the game. There's like this painting that you're able to go inside, like it's fucking Mario 64, and you have to use the doll as the key for some reason. Alright, I think I have a pretty decent damage threshold for fighting this next boss. Yeah, I should be dealing a good amount of damage with the weapon I have. Let me just, I should probably be using this crest shield that I just picked up, because the whole deal with the crest shields in this game is that each of them kind of specialize in a certain resistance. The Dragon Crest shield is really good against fire damage. This one's really good against magic damage, which is what the guy I'm fighting is going to be using a little bit. So, going in prepared, I should be pretty much set to deal with this guy. I just gotta deal with these two guys, because if I jump in without killing these guys first, they'll like fall into the boss room and then provide even more of a distraction whenever I'm fighting it. Okay, so let's go through the floor and fight this guy. Now, the fact that you take fall damage right as the fight starts means you're starting from like a disadvantage situation. And also this arena is a little bit clumsy to deal with. Oh my god. I forgot the range of that. That's significantly better than I thought it would be. Okay. Thankfully, this attack is really bad, so that's pretty much a free opening. This attack where he stabs the ground, he does like a little explosion after, which if you're far enough away from, you're fine. Oh no, that large sweeping attack spawns that explosion too. Thankfully, if you stay near him, he does this like butt slam attack a lot, which lets you get a lot of hits on him. So if you can just force him to do this a bunch, you can get a lot of free hits in on him. He appears to be doing it a lot, so this is going rather nicely. Yeah, he just keeps on doing it. I don't know why. This is just kind of the AI being stupid and letting itself get hit a bunch. Because if he keeps on doing that like stab down explosion attack, it's a lot harder for me to deal with. Yeah, like this I have to retreat. So I'm not really understanding its strategy. Yeah, see if I get it to fly again. This is pretty much a kill, guaranteed at this point. Yeah. This boss, while he's supposed to be like a difficult twist on the very first boss of the game, he's really not very hard either. So going back and beating him is usually pretty easy, and you get a pretty good reward for it. I got like 20,000 souls from that fight, so that got me like a level or two. This is another zone I like to do it around this part in the game. And with that out of the way, I'm thinking about what I should do next. I'll probably move on to Sen's Fortress. Yeah, that seems like the best place to go next. Let me see. I think I'll level up my damage instead. I don't really need that much more stamina, especially because I have the Grass Crest Shield, which gives me stamina regen. Or faster stamina regen, I should say, because you already have stamina regen regardless. Okay, well, that was simple enough. This is always a good zone to do because it's fairly easy and also fairly rewarding. Oh yeah, and there's a little, this is an interesting mechanic, and it's kind of like a staple of the Souls games. At a certain point in the game, there's always a crow in a nest that you can find, and you like drop items for it, and it gives you items in return. So let me see if I have anything I can drop. I think if I drop this sunlight metal, it'll give me something. And then I have to quit out of the game and come back, and then it gives me something different in return. Yeah. See, what does it give me? White Titanite Trunk, yeah. It gives you something cool. This is another really obtuse mechanic that's hard to figure out, and is not really readily apparent for you your first playthrough. Because the items that you have to give it are kind of specific. Like, only a few of the items will work. I think out of the items I have here, this rubbish will give it something. I think the copper coin gives it something. A few of these items do. I'm not gonna do all of them because me cycling through the opening screen over and over again is probably not the most entertaining. Oh, yeah. With that crow thing, you have to drop an item in there, quit out of the game, go back into it, and then you can pick up a different item where you left the first item. Yeah, this game has some weird shit in it, I can tell you that much. Now then, I would like to point out that it is thundering and lightning like fucking crazy outside, so should a power outage or an internet outage or whatever happen, it would probably be around now. So I'm just going to keep it going, keep it pushing until something does happen, but I don't know. I think I'll probably be fine. What else is there that's worth doing now? Okay, I did Blighttown, did the Undead Asylum. I think it's just time to move on to Sen's Fortress, to be honest. No bueno? You mean the weather? Yeah, it's pretty rough, but I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. I haven't noticed any dips in quality or lag or anything like that, so... I am, however, noticing very loud thunder from outside of my window, so that's fun. Come on, please. Please drop something. Please. I swear, I will fight these guys like every time I come here. Just, I got a helmet. I got leggings. I have almost this whole armor set, but still not the fucking sword. Alright, one last chance at the sword for now. Come on. It's like I don't want to farm it, but I also want to get it on stream. So I'm just always tempted to go at it every time I see these guys. Alright, now next zone is a zone that people like a fair bit, actually. In comparison to Blighttown and the Depths, the last two areas we did, which people fucking despise. So we're about to get into what people consider to be the kind of the high point of the game. I think from here on out, the game is very quality. I think it was quality to begin with, but I think the Depths and Blighttown are a little bit iffy. So we got this big ass fortress in front of us, and the first thing we see whenever we come in is where are they at? Yeah, there's this little pad here, which if you step on it, it will start shooting arrows at you. However, if you know what you're doing, you can use it against these guys, and they get shot by the trap. So this whole area is basically just fighting snake people and traps all around. This little first zone pretty much sets the tone of this entire area. Okay, yeah, I'm doing a pretty good amount of damage for this point in the game. Getting like 3 or 4 shots on these guys is not bad. Because this is the point in the game where the enemies start getting a little bit beefier. At least the average enemies, rather. Like on average, you're going to be fighting a lot more sturdy enemies. I think there was an item I missed out on back here. Yeah, there was. More souls, always good. Oh, what? Did something just fell? It didn't fall to its death, but it did fall. I think oh yeah, it was the guy later. There's the guy that you had to fight like on this bridge, but I guess he just his pathing kind of fucked up and he just fell down. So that's cool. Anyways, I'm going to be going down and immediately running off to the left because there's a little door with a ladder. I hope this guy right here, this demon looking thing, doesn't shoot me with lightning because that's very annoying whenever that happens. So I just have to get up this ladder as quick as possible, not get hit. Okay, I made it safely. This is another little side area that's kind of secret and weird. I mean, eventually you're bound to fall down there and run into this area eventually, but you have an item here, which is, you know, what you would think would be the end point. But no, we have a secret door right here, which, given that there's like a door frame here, it's a little bit more apparent that something like that would exist, rather than the cave I showed off earlier. But if we go up here, we get to fight the giant that we saw open the door in the cinematic, which I think is funny, that you're even able to fight this thing. There are a bunch more of these guys later on, but I think the fact that you can fight specifically the one that opened the door in the cutscene is very amusing. I don't know why. Thankfully, these guys are quite easy. They take a lot of damage, but you just kind of have to bait them into doing an attack, and then you get to slash at their ankles a bunch. Easy enough. They also tend to give good drops. I think it's... Yeah, this is like a set drop. You get this good upgrade material from them, and you get a bunch of souls. What? Why do I keep on getting these random souls from things killing themselves off screen? I don't know why this keeps on happening, but it's really funny. This has happened every stream so far, where something off screen dies, and I get souls for it. It's like very consistently, every single time. Is he gone? Wait, what happens? Did my internet drop? Oh my god, it dropped. No, it's what I was fearing. Okay, hopefully you guys didn't miss too much. It went crazy? What happened? Are we all good? A Korean? What the fuck are you talking about? A Korean guy? Huh? What? What are you talking about? Do you mean there was an ad? Was there an advertisement? I didn't even know I was down. Low-key, I might end the stream early if it's gonna keep on doing that, but we'll see if it stays up for long enough. Oh, it shows a frustrated Korean guy and says offline. Is that what Twitch's offline screen looks like now? It lagged when I said let. Fuck, is this bad? Okay. I just hope the VOD isn't completely destroyed by whatever the hell is going on right now, because that would be very annoying. You gaming right now. You're damn right I am. And I'll be damned if a storm will ever stop me. I will game through the rain, the fucking the fire, the storm, the whatever the hell. I'm gonna stay gaming. It was weird though. Well, just as long as I'm fine from this point onward, I'm not too concerned. Okay, I got the kids back from Karen. All is good. Okay, thankfully I just realized there's a little indicator in OBS that shows whenever I'm on or offline. So it's green right now, so I'm online. But it was red whenever I was offline, I realized. So I just have to keep an eye out. Hi there, Boulder. Thank you. You just have to let Indiana Jones these guys a few times that I'm set. If I don't get hit through walls like an idiot, that would be great. See, these guys are easy enough to parry, but they can occasionally throw an unparryable attack, which is like whenever they do the bite. So they have a little bit of a mix-up there. Okay, gonna make a run for it. Hopefully not get hit by that boulder. Well, this guy got destroyed. Okay, I have to let it fall, and then I can make a run for it down there. Yeah. There's a little item I can drop down and get. Oh no, I was supposed to go up there. Whatever, I still have a second chance. There's this fat piece of shit feeling sorry for himself on a cliff right here. What's up?
Forgive me. I asked my 409.
Basically, this guy's whole gimmick is that he's always in a tough situation, and he's too much of a bitch to move on. So you have to beat it for him. And then he's like, "Oh, you saved me, but I did it because I'm excellent." He's just one of those like goofy assholes. Okay, I could have ran up. Actually, no, I totally would have died. That would have been a very bad idea. So yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. Now then, there's a little pressure plate here, so I'm gonna try to lure this guy over here so that I can hit him with all of it. Oh no. Okay, I'm glad that gave me enough time to roll through, otherwise I would have got hit by all three of those and totally died. Yeah, I wonder how that stream drop is like. Oh my god. Okay, I keep on getting distracted and getting hit by boulders. I need to stop. Okay, let me say my thoughts before I move forward. I was saying I wonder how the VOD is going to be processed as a result of that weird crash in the middle of it. I hope everything is fine. Snake guys are weird. Yeah, they really are. They're one of the... I see, I was about to say they're one of the weirder enemies in the game. Oh, but that's not true at all. I forgot these guys existed. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm lucky I lived. I forgot that this was a mimic. That's a fucking rookie mistake. Okay, let me just kill this thing. Now then, let me give this thing a chance to move. If you think you haven't seen a weird enemy yet, look at this son of a bitch right here. Look at this creepy asshole with his big ass tongue and his lanky limbs. Now this is a weird enemy. I'm gonna just kill it because I'm not in the mood to get grabbed by it. But yeah, this is why I don't play distracted, because if I'm thinking about other things, I run in and just get hit by dumb shit like opening the mimic. At least I got to show off the fact that mimics are a thing, and usually I just kind of kill them before they get the chance to attack me, but now you guys know that they're real, and that they're a threat, and that they're out here. Okay, what more is there for me to do here? This area I have to get at from a weird angle, so I'm not going to worry about that. Getting up here is a whole lot safer than going that way, so that's probably what they intend you to do. From here you get to change where the boulder goes to make other areas a little bit safer, which is nice. I'm not going to run into this because I'll get hit by all these crossbow bolts. Yeah, this area is just, it's full of traps all over the place, so it's a very appropriate place to first introduce a mimic. Okay, made it through that just fine. I don't know which snake guy I'm gonna fight first. I guess that one. Yeah, let me fight this one. There's one more over here. Why did I try to parry the unparryable attack? There we go. What a silly looking monster. That can go for a lot of enemies in this game. Believe me, we haven't even reached the silliest looking ones. There are some silly motherfuckers in this game, I assure you. Okay, this guy is a real dickhead because he will be shooting lightning at you while you're trying to run across this narrow-ass platform and getting hit by axes on both sides. So, I'm going to try to beat him before he gets the chance to do anything. Let me get a firebomb. Almost. And I had just the right amount to actually kill him, so I'm lucky with that. Okay, gotta get my timing right. Roll through this. And roll through this. Was there an item over here? No, there wasn't. It's just, that's probably the way you're supposed to fight him. You're supposed to go around and then fight him from the side, but I'd rather just get him out of the way early because he's annoying otherwise. Okay, now we're at the top of the fortress, and this is where things get pretty easy. Except for the fact that they're going to be throwing nukes at me for a while, so until I can beat the giant, I have to worry about this area being just a minefield. So let me go down here to the checkpoint. What levels am I feeling? I could use a little bit of faith. I have enough materials to get this to +10. Okay, I just saw a lightning bolt. There's gonna be a loud ass thunder in a second. Maybe not. Huh. Oh yeah. I should probably reverse my hollowing so I don't look like a zombie. And I'll kindle this so I have the right amount of bonfires. The right amount of flasks for this bonfire. And got a few more loose ends to tie up in this area, and then we're almost done with it, oddly enough. This area is kind of quick if you don't die a lot. You just have to keep on the move here because they will be throwing bombs at us. Yep, right over there. Thankfully, they don't really track very well, so he's gonna throw them in the areas that I was in like 30 seconds ago. So I'm not too terribly concerned. Okay, I got the armor again, and I got an upgrade material. But where is my sword? I swear, I'm never going to get that sword on record. It's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, I have to get the key for that in a later area. Then I'll have that nice, convenient shortcut. Okay, we are approaching the giant that's throwing all those bombs. So once I get to him, this area will be safe and I can go and get all the items that I missed. Yeah, he's right up here. Oh wow, he's immediately attacking. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god. Bro, relax. Just gonna roll through all these bombs because it's satisfying and breaking them is fun. Okay, what else is there for me to do? There's some items in this little tower over here. And there's also the summon that you can use for the boss. Actually, never mind. There's items further down the tower, which I have to get at from a different place. But if you look over here, you can see the boss we're going to be fighting soon enough. There's this big-ass iron golem over there with a big axe. It's always cool whenever you can see the bosses you're about to fight from a distance. I feel like that makes it a lot more interesting and, like, atmospheric. Jesus, what? Who are you referring to? Or what are you referring to, rather? Is there anything else? Yes, there is. Alright, we got plenty of items here. This is the place where they're really trying to tell you, hey, upgrade your shit, because they're giving you all the materials for it, just all over the place. Oh my god. I did not roll back fast enough. Rolling through the bombs looks hilarious. Yeah, there's a lot of weird ragdoll mechanics like that. The fact that the shrapnel is even like ragdoll physics is hilarious to me. Does this game having dragons? Yes, it does. There are a number of dragons. If you look back in the first VOD, you can see me getting absolutely destroyed by 2 of them in sequence. Oh god, there's this guy. This dude gives you a cool sword. Oh god, not like this. Not like this. There we go. Hey. Now then, let me just show off what this sword does with one of its attacks. I think it's amazing. Where is it? Ricard's rapier. Yeah, whenever you do its heavy attack, if I can get to a place with decent lighting, whenever you do its heavy attack, you do like a ton of thrusts. Damn it, you're... Sorry, I slurred my words. Vas. I really did say that. Okay, I got a bunch of items here. That weapon isn't the greatest, but the fact that it has that animation is really funny. You can just like thrust a billion times with it. That's okay. King K Cool is what we call him. High drive a billion thrusts. What? Is that a reference I'm not getting? I feel like that is. Come on, give me the sword, please. Damn it. I swear, every time I fight these guys, I just want them to drop the sword. I parried way too early. This had better be the sword, I swear. If it is, I'm popping off. It is not. Damn it. Sounds like a Viagra commercial. A billion thrusts. Isn't the 4 hours of effects that would probably be required for you to reach a billion, like what they warn about? Don't they not want you doing all that? Okay, what more is there for me to do? Are there mimics in this game? You saw the footage of me getting of me getting eaten by one, right? That happened like not long ago. And it was pretty rough. They do a lot of damage. I wasn't offline for getting hit by the mimic, was I? Not really anything too worth buying from this guy, to be honest. Yeah, besides large Titanite shards, which are very good for upgrades, but I don't really need them at the moment because my weapon's already maxed out for the time being. Okay, cool. So that was okay. So I'm not crazy. He just missed something. That's fine. Yeah, if you look back in the VOD, like 20 minutes before this, I got not even 20. It was like 10 minutes or 5. Shit, I don't know. But yeah, I got hit by that fake treasure chest thing, and it almost killed me. Mimics in this game are brutal unless you like know where they are. But there's a way you can tell. It's there's like a little chain on the side of it. And if it's like facing outwards the chain, you can tell that it's a mimic. Fuck. I'm alive still, but I got a secret item, so I missed that jump, but whatever. Can I math? Never. Not once in my life. Holy shit, what? You know how to do emotes? That's crazy. I thought you never used Twitch. Hey, Cheese Lab. How's it going? What's poppin'? I like the alternating caps in your name. It reminds me of like an Xbox username. Oh wow, that was fast. Thanks for the follow. And I got a chance to show off my new little follow alert, which I put in before the stream started, so it's a good opportunity. Twitch Mobile has an emote tab. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm used to it. I haven't used Twitch in so long, like as a viewer. I remember back whenever you actually had to type them out all the time. Like there wasn't an emote tab in every single everything. But those days are long gone. Okay, since I got pretty much everything in this area, I'm gonna go fight the boss real quick. This boss, despite looking kind of intimidating from a distance, is actually really, really easy, especially with the summon. So, better go run his shit real quick. Oh yeah, I should probably unlock this little shortcut here. I feel like, yeah, I have to take it down in order for it to work. So now I have an elevator all the way to this area at the very beginning, so I don't have to go all the way through the fortress every single time I want to do something. I pretty much only went down for the sake of activating it. I didn't really plan on exiting at all. Okay, let me see what to do. Do I have to go? Yeah, I have to go a little bit higher up and then I can fight him. Whoa, I've never seen him run away like that. That guy usually doesn't do that. I swear, the AI is acting really weird in this playthrough specifically. I think it's just trying to make my Twitch more entertaining. It's just enemies doing random weird shit they don't normally do. Okay, I'm gonna get my boy Iron Tarkus in here. This dude is an OG. He will just absolutely shit on this boss. What? Come downstairs. What do you mean? You're saying these very confusing abstract things. Go to the basement? What the fuck? What are you talking about? I've done like everything here. Anyways, I'm gonna go fight this boss, and then maybe by then you can think up what the hell you're talking about. I don't know what basement you're referring to. Oh wow. Oh no. Damn it. I forgot that worked like that. I was talking all this good shit about this boss being easy, but of course that happens to me the first time. Iron Golem, the one and only. He says, "I'm Superman," and then flies into the sun. Or no, not into the sun. What? How does it go in Iron Giant? Doesn't he throw in? He like goes into a nuke. What the fuck do you mean by downstairs? I've done everything in this area. There's nothing downstairs for me to do. Okay, fine. I plummeted to the fucking ground, which I guess is about as downstairs as it gets. Okay, if you can elaborate on what you mean by downstairs, maybe I'll hear you out. Okay, let's give this another attempt. I'm not even gonna address that comment because it was dumb. Open the door, I'm here. Am I getting swatted? Is that what's happening? I only just started a couple weeks ago. I didn't know it was that quick. Oh shit. Hey, I got the animation. The weird thing about this guy is that eventually you just kind of cripple his ankle enough that he just falls down and you can hit him a bunch. This fight is weird. You know who else is dying? This motherfucker right here. He's really trying to grab me. He really wants it. Okay. Easy enough. See, this boss is very simple if you don't get hit off the side of the edge like a dumbass. Now, this is a very weird cutscene we're about to experience right here. Before we even experience it, there's this, which is already weird. There's just a ring of light on the floor. I touch it, and then this happens. Yeah, these these fucking things. This game loves carrying you away with flying creatures. It happens a lot, I realize. And now we are in the coolest fucking location in the game. Hell yeah. Now this place starts off amazingly, because the architecture is already hugely different from anything we've seen so far. It actually looks like polished and decent. And then from a distance you see this big ass cathedral, and this place is just cool as hell. I love Anne Arundel. This is probably most people's favorite area, at least for part of it anyways. Believe me, this area has some bullshit, as like every area in this game does, but for the most part, this area is widely regarded as being really good by most people. Let me fight this giant guy. These guys are a little bit annoying, but oh, I thought I was out of his range for some reason. Wow, that was really weird. I am not doing a lot of damage to this guy, am I? There we go. Okay, if those were the stairs that you meant, I think I understand. You guys were speaking to future me. The chat was just you know how chat delays? It was actually delayed to the future. That I hate that I know what you mean. How do you know enough about this game to to give such a weird you haven't played this game this far. That was such a weird way of putting it, but you're right, it is. It was the network connection. Yeah, me going down left me like, now you guys are like 30 minutes in the future. Alright. Should probably become a human first. Let me do that real quick. Now if I really wanted to, I could kill this character right here, but I don't think I will. Because she has the armor that I want to use on this character. See, like, look at this. Look at this character. This armor looks fucking sick. Eventually, I'm going to be able to kill her just fine, but I don't know. I'm going to save it because this bonfire is useful to have, and she's tied to it. Kill. You see... Okay. The thing is, I don't get the armor immediately. I get the armor after something else. So I don't think it's worth it at this point. I will kill her later, I promise you. It'll happen. So yeah, that's on the agenda. It's after I beat the main boss of this area, then I can kill her just fine. You know, what time is it? I feel like I could do a lot of Anor Londo during the stream, actually. Yeah, I have like about half an hour, 45 minutes left. Yeah, I could do a fair bit of Anor Londo. Skype me, call me, fax me, I just want to see the kill. I feel like that's a quote from something. Yeah, trust me, I'm a killer. It'll happen eventually. Okay, I lure this guy far enough away from the other one so that I can deal with him on his own. My mind. It's a quote from my mind. Alright, get at me. Okay, let me point out the mimic thing I was talking about earlier. There's another really weird way you can detect if a chest is a mimic. Do you see these two chests on the left side of the statue? One of them is like lit differently, and that's the one that's a mimic. You can tell. It's super obvious. And then also, if you compare the chains, there's a chain here on the right side that kind of curves inwards. But with the mimic, it's just facing straight. So you have ways of determining if something is a mimic. You can also faintly see it going up and down, and you hear like a breathing in the background. So there's like a billion signs that this thing is a fucking mimic. So let me just murder it real quick. It doesn't drop anything very good. The Crystal Halberd is a very weird weapon. I don't know why they give it to you at this point in the game. Okay. No drops, but these guys give a lot of souls, so that'll be helpful. Because I want to be a slightly higher level for this this boss fight that's coming up. Now then, the boss fight that I'm leading up into is basically considered to be the hardest in the game. At least for the point in the game that it's in. It's like pretty much the halfway point of the game is where I'm approaching. Gotta go in a few? Okay, that's fun. I got a few more chests to get in this area before I move forward. Let me see if I can lure one of these guys out. Yeah. These guys don't have a very big aggro range, so it's actually pretty easy to isolate them. Alright. The good thing about this weapon is that you get so many hits in that even if you're not doing quite as much damage as some other weapons, it will do enough like stagger damage that people will get stunned. So this weapon, just for its fast attack speed, is pretty amazing. Okay, down this little elevator. Now you're going to notice a little throwback whenever I get to this point. There's going to be a gargoyle out there, which is actually the first, like, probably the first major boss we fight in the story. But now there's just one of them just chilling in the middle of the city. Kind of to show you how much things have escalated at this point. I'm going to see if I can get its tail, because it gives a cool, like, axe weapon if you cut off its tail. This thing really needs to stop flying. It's hard to get an opening on this one. Hey, I got it. Oh, it's still alive. I thought that killed it for some reason. Let me see if it gives me anything else. Oh cool, it gave me the helmet. Now then, let me show off this axe. This thing is kind of weird. It's like an organic axe, because it like curves whatever you hit with it. It's like you're literally using the tail. This thing is super weird. It's not the greatest, but it's kind of cool. So, if you notice, you go over here, you can't really progress any further. So you have to find an alternate way to go, which is up these little rafters into this side cathedral. Let's see if I got... Yeah, there's some items I can grab down here, which are worth it. Okay, and I'm approaching a slightly annoying area. First and foremost, the annoying part is that I have to jump off of this thing into this little balcony, and doing it without killing yourself can be a little bit tricky, but I managed. Okay, so we got these little priest ninja guys right here. Come on, attack me. These guys are very hard to parry because their attacks come out really quickly. Hopefully I can get their sword. They have a cool, like, they have a cool little dagger that they drop that you can use. It has a very unique moveset too. It's very, very fast and fluid. I don't think there are any items over here. No, there aren't. So the reason that I said this area is annoying is because you have to walk around these little tight ropes right here, these little rafters. And oh boy, is this very precise. So I'm not going to be reading chat because it would be very easy for me to fall off and die like a dumbass if I were doing that. So the fact that they also put enemies on here is just, you know, icing on the cake. All right. Oh, sweet, I got the sword I was talking about. I'll show that off whenever I get to a safer area. Real quick, I'm going to cut down the chandelier, because as you can notice, there's an item on it, and whenever I go down to this area later, I can pick that up. Okay. The reason I'm doing this all with my shield held up is because it slows down my walking speed, which is actually a good idea to do for this area, because you do not want to be going too fast. Oh no. Okay. I should be in the clear now. Yes, I am. Thank God. This area is very easy to screw up in. There's a few more things I can do here, but first I'm going to activate this shortcut so that if I die for some reason, I'm able to get back here a lot easier. Without having to go, you know, across the roofs and all that other stuff. Do you ever get magic? Magic you have to pick up and then you can attune it. The magic I'm using right now is healing, but there are like 3 types of magic you can get in the game. There's sorcery, which is like magic that's like blue and it's like projectiles and stuff. There's faith, or miracles they're called, which is like healing and you eventually get lightning if you look in the right places. And then there's pyromancy, which is like fire stuff. I did a fire playthrough, my last like casual playthrough. This time I have a lightning playthrough going, and eventually I'll get to the point where I have like lightning bolts I can toss at people, but that might take a little bit. Mainly because I'm focusing more on leveling up my swords and stuff, so I deal more melee damage. Because, like in everything, I try to build like hybrid builds. So I'm going to have So I'm going to be using like swords, but then I'm going to get a spell later on which lets me make my sword like covered in lightning. And that's really fun. I'll get to that point eventually, but that might take a little while for my build to really come into its own. Yeah, it's sick. I'm very close to getting it, so probably within the next stream I'll have that at my disposal. Because there's like a handful of bosses I need to beat here to get my hands on that stuff, and then I need to level up my faith a little bit more, which I think is probably where I'll start putting my all of my souls from now on, because I want to get my faith up to 30, I think is the stat I need to reach in order to use everything I want to. So yeah, I'll start focusing a little bit more on that as I go forward. Alright, let me do this area. There's a bunch of these little priest ninja things I was fighting earlier. Yeah, this one tries to get you from the back. Tries and almost succeeds, might I add. Hey, there throwing all kinds of knives at me. I'm amazed I dodged all of those. I would have expected to get hit by at least one. Oh god. Oh shit, backstab. That didn't do a lot at least. Well, it did a lot, but it wasn't a lot. Yeah, these things are really cool. I can get their armor set soon enough, but it's not the armor set I'm going to use, but it's very interesting. Oh yeah, I should probably show off that I got their sword, so I'll show off what it looks like. This is the sword they use. It's kind of short. It's closer to like a knife, but you get these like crazy spinning attacks with it, which are super cool. And then two-handed, you get like this stuff. Yeah. This weapon's cool, but its range is really bad. I might actually upgrade it a little bit because I can put the lightning on that too, and since the attacks are so fast, it'll do a lot of damage just because of the lightning effect going off multiple times. So probably off stream, whenever I'm doing more like grinding stuff, I'll try to get it up to a high upgrade, and then I'll try to use it a little bit. Oh no. Ow. Okay, good night. You're heading out. Alright, have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see, how much longer am I gonna do this? I got about half an hour in me, about. So I can get through a pretty substantial portion of Anor Londo. Is there? Yeah, there's a few more in here. There's this guy. Okay, and this was the painting that I was talking about earlier with that doll that I picked up in the Undead Asylum. I can go into this world again, like it's Mario 64, like I said. I'm gonna save that for a little bit later though, because I don't know, it's something that I prefer to do like after I'm cleared with Anor Londo, but it's a very fun little area and it gives you some cool stuff. So I'll get to it whenever I'm done, or whenever I'm doing like more odds and ends as opposed to trying to make progress. So I think I know what my stopping point might be. I might try to defeat Ornstein and Smo this stream. That would be a cool way to end it if I actually could. And that would be a lot farther than I intended on getting this stream as well. Real quick, I'm gonna... not really. That's not worth it. There's a bonfire that's lower down, but you have to adjust the elevator every time you use it, so that becomes a little bit annoying to get here. I'd rather just go all the way from over there. So then, we're approaching the big-ass the cathedral that we saw from a distance. And I got some giants to kill. And we're approaching another area a lot of people consider to be annoying. Shit. Oh god. I'm surprised he hit me from that distance. Actually, I shouldn't be, but I am. I want to get this guy behind him first. That's my priority. Yeah. Now I can fight this guy without any baggage. I don't know how these guys got aggroed on me from all the way over here, but that's very strange. I run into those guys a little bit later. Speaking of which, there are some right here. There's one which you can get to kill itself, oddly enough. I think if I just stand here, it eventually just jumps off. Is it here that I have to stand? I think it is. Maybe not. I know there's one of these things where literally all you have to do is wait and then it just jumps off a cliff. I think it might be this one, actually. No, it isn't. Now then, it's very weird that some of these are hostile, and then there are the ones that carried me here that just weren't hostile. Oh wow, that hit me through a wall. Okay, cool. Okay, now this is the area that people hate. Let me give this area a breakdown from a distance. You have this bridge that you have to walk up, right? This bridge that you can see off in the distance, the little angled one. You have to walk up that, and then as you're doing that, there are knights firing arrows at you. And they aren't even normal arrows. The arrows that they're firing at you are like the size of spears. And they knock you back really far. If you get hit, you're fucking dead. So that's the area we're approaching right now. And it's very, very infamous and notorious. Almost more so than Blighttown, to be honest. Let me see if I can bait these guys into coming at me over here. Because I think this is a much better way to fight them than doing it in that room that they want me to. Okay. It got me from a really weird angle, so I wasn't able to block it. There we go. Let me see. Oh shit. That was what I was talking about. Those are the arrows. I didn't know they could hit me with them that early. But that's what we're dealing with. And they fire these bastards quick. They look at these. They're just massive lances that they're shooting at me. Let me there's something that I want to put on that I think will make this better. With this ring, if I die, I lose nothing, but the ring breaks. And that's a sacrifice I'm perfectly willing to make for what I'm trying to do here. If I make it, no harm, no foul. If I die, I just lose a ring, which I was probably gonna hoard anyways. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, I've made it up the bridge. Now this guy is the only issue. All I have to do is get like a good parry on him. Okay, and I'm in the clear, thankfully. That's another area that's very easy to screw up if you aren't doing everything properly or if you get caught off guard. Thankfully I got through it fine. Let me pop these souls. Let me take off that ring. I don't really need it. And I am free to use this bonfire here and get a bunch of levels in. Since I mentioned it, I'm going to start building towards my faith because that's kind of an integral part of this build. Unfortunately, my levels are getting a lot more spare or sparse now is the word I was looking for. But once I get up to 30 faith, I'll pretty much be set for this build, and then it's just like leveling up a few damage and health stats as I go. It's a little concerning that I'm not one-shotting these guys, but that's kind of the nature of this weapon. It's fast, but the damage isn't too hot. Oh yeah, this guy's here again. Your boy, Solaire. Can I talk to him? There you go. Yeah, I can. I may end up summoning him for the boss. It actually makes it significantly more doable. Even though it makes actually getting to the boss a lot more of a hassle, because you have to make sure that he doesn't take any damage getting there. But the area before is kind of more annoying than the boss itself. Wow. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot of damage against these armored enemies. There is a Titanite. Actually, no, there isn't a Titanite demon. That's a 4-up. But if you go into this little fireplace area, you'll notice a whole lot of secrets down in this little basement. There's a whole set of armor, which is super heavy. It's for a completely different build than what I'm running, but that armor is kind of nice. Yeah, you get the shield that goes along with it, and you get this huge-ass club. And of course, there's a mimic in here, which I can just hack away at. And there we go. And he gives me another club, which has like a little enchantment on it. It's not terribly useful, but it exists. Where is the exit? There it is. Okay, what more do we have? Oh yeah, there's a little shortcut here you can do, which I always like doing because it lets me do the area from the back as opposed to the intended way. So you have to line yourself up with this little bridge right here. Then you have to jump over the railing, but you have to get it at a good angle in order to actually get over it. Damn. Yeah, like that. Okay, now I can approach this area from the back, which makes it significantly easier. Oh wow. That guy hit me with like the hilt of it from the side. That was super weird. Okay, that clears out this little room, getting us back to the checkpoint. That's a place that you would have had to unlock from the back, and that's like way later. So getting that in the shortcut is always nice. Let's see. I'm gonna kindle this fire so I actually have the right amount of healing. I don't have quite enough for a level yet. Even if I don't kill them off of one attack, I can still get them on their like wake up animation and kill them pretty easily. So I can just do that. And I don't know how, but I completely ignored the armor that's supposed to be in these chests. I just killed this guy and kind of left. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. I didn't expect he would have a combo after that. Oof. That's not too terribly rough. I'm really close to all that anyways. And I might actually use that armor for the time being once I get to it. Okay, gonna get this armor, see if I can hopefully actually equip it and not have to worry about anything. I think my ring layout is good enough to give me some weight so I can actually hold this stuff. Let's see if it'll actually let me hold any of it. How am I with this and this? I'm still light rolling, that's nice. How about with the gauntlets? That's a mid roll. That kind of sucks. Do I have any alternatives? Maybe I can use the Balder leggings. Yeah, that actually works kind of nicely. Okay, this works. Never mind, it doesn't work at all actually. How about without a shield? Nope, that's still too heavy. Maybe this will work for now. It should be fine. Okay, cool. The character's looking pretty decent. What else do we got? Are there any gauntlets I can wear without fat rolling? These seem fine. They don't really work. Maybe they do. They work fine. But, oh duh, I didn't have my shield on. That was the biggest part that I was concerned about. Okay, I think with this I should be fine. I'm only going to be running this armor layout for a little while, but it lets me be a little bit beefier than I was before, so I can actually take a few hits. Also, it fits the whole goal I'm going for with this character a lot better than the armor I was using beforehand. Oh yeah, one of these guys. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna bother with Ornstein and Smo tonight. I think I'm just gonna wrap up this area, and I'll make Ornstein and Smo the beginning of next stream, because I'll have a good amount of time to get a little bit more prepared, because I want to level up a few things, and I don't want to bother farming on stream because it's not very interesting. So I'll do that in between streams, and then I'll be ready for Ornstein and Smo by the time the next stream starts up. So let me just wrap up this area, get back to the checkpoint, and then I'm pretty much set. There's not too much more to do here. There are just a few more rooms that are worth clearing. Now here's that onion guy that I was talking about earlier. He's here being useless again. Whatever can be done. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should fight them. I don't know, you're kind of a night dog. Alright, we got... Oh shit, I didn't realize he was behind. I forgot that he was there. I knew that there was 3 guys in there, but I didn't know where they put that one. Okay, we got this guy over here. If I can get a parry out, I should be set. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few items in here. Well, just one. Yeah. Well, actually, no, it was 2 in there, technically. Okay, and if I talk to this guy, I think he gives me a reward for beating those guys. Oh yeah, yeah, he gives me this little ring, which is one of the potential starting gifts that you can get. Instead of that broken-ass key that I got that lets me go everywhere, you could have gotten that, which is a completely worthless, bad ring. Alright, we got a knight at the end of this corridor. Let me go fight him. Yeah, just a few loose enemies here and there that I can beat. I don't think there's anything of note in here. I think this is just the area you're intended to go through in order to get to the roof that I got out from the back. Oh shit, he was right around the corner. Oh, he hit me with the hilt, didn't he? I keep on getting hit by weird hitboxes. Oh god, that was almost really bad. There we go. Okay, and I think that almost wraps it up. Let's see, there's one more thing I could try fighting, actually, and I think I might. There's a Titanite demon in here. Let me get an actual good shield, so I'm not getting completely destroyed by it. I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage, unfortunately, but it's still worth trying. And I swear, every time in the game where you had to fight these guys, they always put them in the most annoying, like, possible boss rooms. This place is super narrow, and it's super hard. Oh my god. That plunging attack is absolutely the worst. The good thing about this, you can just kind of leave and heal, and then come back in and continue fighting it. So that kind of trivializes it a little bit if you're willing to get out and spam heals. However, as you can see, I'm still doing no types of damage to it. Ah, why is that hitbox is so active? Okay, gonna get out here, heal a little bit. Guy looking like a snack. I don't know, he's eating up my damage like it's a snack. This thing is tanky as shit, especially with the weapon I'm using. Oh my god. That attack never looks like it should hit you. A snack that's been found on the floor and stepped on. Yeah, pretty much. My god. Yeah, you try to roll out of that and you kind of just get hit. Unless you do it like that. If you keep enough of a distance, you're probably fine, but with how big its range is, you kind of don't want to keep a distance. Okay, I did it after enough cheese, and I got some material and some souls. Alright, I think that's... there are a few more things I can do. I can get to the other side of the cathedral, which has a handful of items that are worth grabbing. And a shortcut I can open. Actually, 2 shortcuts I can open even. Wow, that was a really bad parry. I've never seen it do that attack before. There we go. So yeah, there's the summon sign for the summon that I was talking about for this boss. And there's the boss fog is up those stairs. However, these 2 guys will get in your way while you're doing it. And these guys are super annoying to fight. They are strong as hell. They have healing. And they have this area of effect attack that they can do around them. So getting that summon from here to there unharmed can be very difficult. So I'm probably going to save that for next stream since I'm about to wrap it up. But that's kind of what we're in for next time around. Let's see, what else is there to do here? Oh yeah, there's the blacksmith over here. This game is interesting because there's not just one blacksmith. There are many different blacksmiths, which each have their own kind of different niches. This guy can help you make demon weapons, which you can get from the souls of the bosses. Like I can make the scimitar into the into this fury sword, which is like the sword that spider lady was using. So you can make boss weapons if you have their souls still, but I don't really have any need for it. Let me see if there's... I want to get to this chest over here. You have to get like through him and then grab it, then you get this ring. However, getting under him is a bit annoying. Okay, I think this thing might just be dead. I know it's gonna jump back. I know it wants to jump back. Yep. Yep. These things AI is actually really stupid. I don't know why they do the things they do. Okay, so there's just this guy and another one. I swear to God, if you don't quit hopping around, this is so annoying. These guys just spam dodge over and over again. There we go. I think this is the guy you can... Never mind. I know there's like one guy who can get to kill themselves really easily, but I don't think I did it right, whoever it was. Okay, and with that, I think that wraps up just about everything I'm going to be doing on stream today. So, like I said earlier, I'm going to do a fair amount of stuff in between this stream and the next one, because I want to have more of my build fleshed out by the time I'm at the point in this, by the time I'm at this point in the game. I'd rather have my build a little bit more fleshed out. So, I'm going to do some off-screen stuff, probably pick up a few items I missed. I'm not going to do anything major off-screen, because I feel like that'd be a bit annoying, and I don't want people missing out on anything essential. But I'm just going to pick up a few little odds and ends I missed, so I can be more prepared. And probably by the time I get back, I'll have some of that lightning stuff that I was mentioning earlier. So yeah, my build it'll come more into its own, and I'll be ready to take on that boss that's supposedly one of the hardest in the game, but I personally don't have too much difficulty with it. But I'd rather be a little bit more prepared. Okay, and I think that'll just about do it. I'm gonna put a few levels in actually before I head off. Definitely into my faith. Now I only need 10 more levels in order to get all the stuff I want. So, okay, that'll just about wrap it up. Thanks all of you for stopping by, and we're gonna call it a night. Hopefully the VOD isn't corrupted or anything by me going offline during the storm, so hoping for the best there. But yeah, peace out. See you guys later.